Hello and welcome to episode 43 of the Temporal Adventures of Lobsangler. Here we are in the ready room looking out at the stars. But we have to go back to work. Head out onto the bridge. Now if things seem a little different, that's because they are. Number 1. What's the status of the ship? All decks reporting in, sir. Crew seems to have found their places. We all must be ready to head out on our shakedown cruise. Very good. Yours, how's engineering looking? Looking fine, sir. No problems that I can tell. Gavin, helm ready? Yes, sir. All things are ready to go. And Gaz, sensors all working to standard? Inspect. Yes, sir. Things are going just fine. All right then. Let's prep for departure. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the launching of the USS Tempest Edax Rerum, the Time Destroyer. Not a Galaxy class, but a Galaxy class refit. All the latest technology from Commodore LaForge, his team, making these Galaxy class ships better than they were before. Better, stronger,
faster.
After all, since Franklin Drake put something onto the stitch in time to allow it to transwarp back after our last mission.
When you last docked at Deep Space K7, I had some modifications made to your vessel. One of those is the addition of a Borg temporal node salvaged from a cube in the Batron cluster. It's set to return you to our time.
You know, he said one of them. I don't want to know what the rest of them are. I don't in a position to find out what it is when it hits the fan. So I requested from Starfleet that we have another vessel, and that one be thoroughly scrubbed and decontaminated. We were lucky enough to get this ship straight off the refurbishment line, a Time Destroyer. Okay, helm. Are the engines all warmed up, ready to go? Good. Okay. Commander Tarsi. Signal Earth Station McKinley here. Request permission to depart. I say, Earth Station McKinley says we're clear to depart at our own discretion, sir. Fair enough. Helm. Ahead thrusters. And take us out for a little spin into sector space to get a feel for the ship. Aye, sir. Thrusters ahead. Sir, we are clear off the dock. Thank you, Scavrin. As I punch it up. And let's get out into space. Do a quick run out towards, I don't know, Vulcan. That'll be a nice shakedown cruise. And then we'll report in to see what our next mission is. I say, set course for Vulcan. We're in Vulcan orbit now, sir. Fine, okay, get me Starfleet Command. Let's see what our next mission is. Sir, Admiral Quinn, on the comm for you.
We're holding a conference at Deep Space Nine to discuss a unified effort against the Borg. I'm particularly interested in getting the Dominion involved. Next time you pass through DS9, see if you can schedule time for the conference.
Alright. So heading off to Deep Space Nine in the Alpha Quadrant. Alright. Helm, set a course for Deep Space Nine. Engage at maximum warp. We do seem to spend a lot of our time going to Deep Space Nine, sir. Can't be helped, Tarsi. It's one of the major stations in the area. Approaching Deep Space Nine now, sir.
By now, you've faced the Borg. The Collective is appearing with more frequency in the Alpha Quadrant now, and Defera is facing repeated attacks. We've been able to push them back so far, but we can't do it forever. Not without help. Starfleet has convinced representatives from the Klingon Empire, the Cardassians, and the Deferi to meet on Deep Space Nine. We want you to be there as well.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. I know you're here for the conference, but Commander Andrews would like to see you in ops as soon as you have time. Enjoy your stay, sir. Gotta talk to Commander Andrews in operations. Operations. Commander Andrews? I'm Admiral Ludd.
Welcome to DS9. I'm Commander Karen Andrews, Captain Carlin's first officer. He asked me to inform you that he's been delayed dealing with an incident in Cargo Bay 3.
Oh? Unfortunately, we won't be able to begin the conference until Captain Carlin is available. I wonder, would you be willing to track down the other attendees and inform them of the delay? I can send a junior officer, but I thought this way you get a chance to meet the delegates before formal talks begin. Every little bit of connection or information helps in a diplomatic situation. Okay, sure, I'll go ahead and do it. Meet them, get a chance to look around some more. Promenade. Get a bit of a jog on. Hello, Councillor Garrick.
I'm looking forward to the conference. I'm sure the discussion on the Borg will be enlightening. Your government's position will be of particular interest to me. Clearly, the Borg are a major threat to the Quadrant. However, Cardassia's ability to assist in any action against them will be somewhat limited.
Really?
If you will recall, we dismantled our military after the Dominion War. We still maintain a small force, but for planetary defense only. Any Cardassian military vessels you may have seen were undoubtedly stolen by the so-called True Way. Regrettably, Starfleet has yet to put a stop to their campaign of terror, though I'm sure they're giving it their best effort.
Well, we're trying. I did take out Gul Kardec and the rest of them a few episodes ago. Episodes 29 through 32. But we can only do so much, Councillor, without risking damage to legitimate ships and legitimate Cardassian vessels. So we prefer to err on the side of caution and only act where we must. Anyway, the reason I came here to find you is that Captain Kurland has been unavoidably detained, so the start of the conference will be slightly delayed until he is ready.
I'm reminded of an associate of mine, Gul Mavek. He was stationed here during the Dominion occupation. During his time here, he developed a fondness for Bajoran distilled Kanar. Apparently, during the Cardassian occupation, the soldiers wanted their favorite libation, but there was not enough Kanar in the shipments from home. So these resourceful young officers conscripted a group of Bajorans, mostly from the religious houses, to distill Kanar for them.
Okay.
The Kanar from Bajor has a different color and flavor from Cardassian vintages. Purists frown on it, of course, but many Cardassians developed quite a taste for it while they were here. Needless to say, it is impossible to find it on Cardassia Prime. I was hoping to acquire some for Mavek before returning home, but I'm afraid the conference is demanding my attention. Perhaps you could be of assistance?
You know what? For you, Councillor, in the name of diplomacy, I'll see if there are any still in stock. Obviously, I doubt there are very many Bajorans being conscripted to make any today. And I'm sure they would be rather angry at the thought of making it, after everything your people did to them, of course. Blood to Tempest. I may be a while. Tarsi, take the ship out. Do some more trial runs. Run the engines up. You know the drill. See what the ship needs. Okay? Yes, sir. Right. Go to it. I'll read the report when you're done. Blood out. Well, if there's one place that's going to have Bajoran, that's going to have Kanar, it's going to be Quarks. He doesn't have it.
Today must be your lucky day.
If he doesn't have it, he'll know somebody who does. Borg!
What can I get for you?
Do you carry Bajoran distilled Kanar?
Kanar. Ugh. Can't stand the stuff. And the profit margins are terrible. This is for Garrick, isn't it? Thought I saw him lurking around. Well, he's out of luck. I haven't kept any Kanar in stock since he went back to Cardassia. No one else drinks it here. Don't suppose I could interest you in some prune juice?
No, thank you. I'm already a regular. I'll look elsewhere. Thank you, though, Quark. Ah, Ambassador Sura.
Greetings. My name is Sarah, and I speak for the Deferi. Until recently, my people isolated ourselves from the rest of the galaxy in an attempt to remain neutral. We seek balance in all things, and therefore choose not to take sides in conflicts that do not concern us. The Borg, however, threaten everyone. My own world has been scarred by the Collective. I look forward to hearing your thoughts about how we can deal with the Borg when the conference convenes.
In your recent travels, Ambassador, have you found any Bajoran distilled Kanar?
While I recently completed a diplomatic mission to Cardassia Prime, I must admit I never developed a taste for Kanar, and so didn't feel the need to take a bottle with me.
Oh, really? Okay. No worries. I'll look elsewhere.
Greetings.
Captain Kirtland has a situation he must deal with immediately. I'm sorry to tell you that the start of the conference has been delayed.
I understand. I must find something to do with my free time. I had been hoping to spend some time in one of the holosuites here. Several people have recommended them, and there is an historical holoprogram, the Matara Nebula, that I have been eager to play. Could you help me gain access to a holosuite? An hour or two would be more than sufficient.
Let me see what I can do. There should be a way to get a reservation for you. Okay, let's see what we can do. Quark, I'm back.
What can I get for you?
I need to reserve a holosuite for the Deferi Ambassador.
Sorry, I can't help you there. All of the holosuites are booked solid for the next week. I almost have more business than I can handle. Almost. Might be time to expand. Been thinking about a franchise operation for some time now. A Quarks in every sector, a Quarks in every quadrant.
I thought you did that already.
The only way you're going to get a reservation for today is by traveling back in time 3 months and making one there. That was a joke, by the way. You and I both know that the Federation gets pretty cranky about someone violating the Temporal Prime Directive.
Yeah, what if I find somebody willing to give up their reservation?
I don't have any problem with that, as long as it doesn't make any problems for me. Understand? You bring Chief Rowe or Curlin in here asking about someone shaking people down for holosuite reservations, I won't hesitate to point out any suspicious characters I know about.
They're only captains. I'm a fleet admiral. Don't you worry about it. You know, this place is so real deal. You can get sent a hole if you like, but this stuff's great. Hey, you're just my type. You do anything later? Do you have a reservation in the holosuites for today? Aggressive, aren't you? That's good. I like that. And you have a holosuite reserve. I've already chosen a program, but I'm sure we can change it for something that's more fun or two. Would you like to get a drink or dinner beforehand? Or should I just meet you there? I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Flattered, really, but I just like to acquire your reservation. Not really the sharing type. Oh, that's a shame. I really thought we had something. The reservation isn't for sale. However, it, it, if you change your mind, I might consider letting you join me. Then, then, then again, maybe not. No. You Starfleet types aren't much fun. Mm-mm. All right. Thank you for your time, sir. Hello. Excuse me. Go away. I don't want any company, especially yours. Do you have a holosuite reservation for today? Who wants to know? I need a reservation. Interested in selling yours? Huh, no. Why are you still here? Go away! I'm sorry to have disturbed you, ma'am. Excuse me. Hey there. May I interest you in some self-sealing stem bolts? Do you have a reservation in the holosuites by any chance? I do. I'm going to use the holosuite to help demonstrate all the wonders of quality self-sealing stem bolts to a very important potential customer. Between you and me, those things are harder to move than you might think. I need your reservation. Interested in making a deal? I need to sell my entire inventory or my profits this month will be way off projections. That's why I reserved the holosuite. I need to make a great impression on this new customer. But if you bought all my stem bolts, then I could cancel my meeting and catch the next shuttle out of here. Do we have a deal? I don't need that many stem bolts, but I might be able to arrange a buyer for you. Deal! I'll be here until my meeting starts. If you find a buyer for my self-sealing stem bolts before then, I'll give you my holosuite reservation. Right. Thank you. Excuse me, Ambassador? Ambassador, just give me a few moments. I may have some options.
What can I get for you?
I think, do you have any self-sealing stem bolts in this menu? No? Okay. I'm going to go see what I can find. Excuse me, Prylog?
May the prophets bless you.
I know this is a little insensitive of me to ask, and a little bit of a opening up of old bad wounds, but do you happen to know of any Bajorans involved in distilling Kanar during the occupation?
We await the word of the emissary.
Many among the Bajoran religious castes were forced to distill Kanar during the Cardassian occupation. The very appearance of Bajoran distilled Kanar brings up memories of a bad, dark time. While we will never forget, we do not revere artifacts of the occupation. Most of what you seek was destroyed long ago. I'm afraid I would not know where to find one today, nor would I feel inclined to do so. Okay, I'm sorry, Prylar. I apologize. It's a very diplomatic situation is all. I'm just asking around to try and smooth things over as best I can. I apologize for any bad memories and pain this has brought. That someone would take pleasure in something so terrible. I will pray for them, and for you. As I say, I'm very sorry to have offended you. Excuse me. Do you have any interest in a bulk purchase of self-sealing stem bolts?
I don't even know what a self-stealing stem bolt is. Are they used in agriculture?
No, they are not. Okay. Do you have any Bajoran distilled canard?
Are you looking for how to locate item? Maybe something that's a little out of the ordinary?
Well, I don't know. Do you have any Bajoran distilled canard?
I heard that you were looking for something special. That happens to be my specialty. I can get you anything you need. For the right price.
Thank you for your help. Councillor Garrick?
I'm looking forward to the conference. I'm sure the discussion on the Borg will be enlightening. If you will recall, we dismantled our military after the Dominion War. We still maintain a small force, but for planetary defense only. Any Cardassian military vessels you may have seen were undoubtedly stolen by the so-called True Way. Regrettably, Starfleet has yet to put a stop to their campaign of terror, though I'm sure they're giving it their best effort.
Councillor, I was in fact able to find the canard you wanted. Please accept it as my gift to you.
Impressive. Authentic Bajoran canard is hard to come by, even here. You're quite a resourceful individual. Thank you for your assistance. If at some point I can assist you in return, all you need to do is ask.
Good to know. Thank you, Councillor. See. My word, what is that? That is a big hologram. My word, what a big hologram. I don't suppose you want any stem bolts, Councillor? No? Okay. Ambassador Stas?
Ah, I was informed you would be here. Have you come with another friendly reminder from Commander Andrews? Feel free to report back to her and let her know that I haven't eaten the furniture or scared away the Dabo players. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, good one, Stas. No, Commander Andrews just wanted you to know that the start of the conference has been slightly delayed.
That is troubling. My ship is waiting to return to Kronos as soon as these talks are completed. I have no wish to linger here any longer than is necessary.
I'm sorry, it's just a temporary, very short delay, while, you know, things are just getting done.
Sorry to trouble you again, but Captain Carlin is wrapping up the problem in the cargo bay, and we will be able to begin the talks very soon. I've notified the other attendees, but our opening speaker isn't responding to hails. Could you please track him down for me? Admiral Zavglach Trem mentioned wanting someplace quiet. You might try the upper promenade or the temple.
You can still find Captain Sean. Shipyard. How about you? Would you like some self-sealing stem bolts? No way. There's no money in self-sealing stem bolts these days. However, if you have a few cases of reverse ratcheting routing hyperspanners, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Sorry, no. Just... Captain Sean? Captain Sean.
You kept your head in that tricky situation in the Iconia system. Good to have people like you on our side.
Well, thank you.
And I'm glad there's someone else here who's faced the Borg in battle. We have a perspective the rest of these full-time diplomats don't.
You still need help on your ship?
I appreciate the offer. My crew could really use a few extra hands to get the work done. But if you need your officers to do something else, I understand. I'll talk to Commander Andrews to see if she has anyone who can help.
No, not at all. My ship's doing a shakedown right now, so I can spare the officers. Let's... and start them off. Are they running now?
You kept your head in that tricky... And I'm glad there's someone else here who's faced the Borg in battle. We have a perspective the rest of these full-time diplomats don't.
You don't happen to need a large quantity of self-sealing stem bolts, do you?
How many do you have? My chief engineer has been looking for stem bolts for weeks. He wants to do some upgrades to the Belfast, and the Defiant class has always been a little touchy. Sometimes it's best to use what works, even if the technology's a little out of date.
Indeed. I couldn't agree more.
We've made inquiries with several traders, but everyone we talked to dumped their inventories after the speculation bubble burst. Some Ferengi out there made a small fortune a few months ago cornering the stem bolt market, but now that supply is gone. I was hoping to find some here, but so far I haven't had the chance. If you know of a source, my crew could make the upgrades we need without having to find an industrial replicator.
You know what? I may just know the person. Going to hustle around the quarks.
This could be your day.
Zar? You are in luck. Did indeed find a buyer for your stem bolts. A ship captain wants to acquire your entire stock. That's fantastic news. I had the stem bolts sent to his ship immediately. If I catch the next shuttle, I'll be home in time for my daughter's birthday. I'll tell Hadron and Quark that my holosuite reservation is yours. Thanks again. Excuse me, Ambassador Sura? You have a holosuite reservation. I'm just going to go clear it with Quark now.
What can I get for you?
Zar is willing to give me a holosuite reservation.
Good for you. There is the small matter of the reservation transfer fee, however.
Wait. What? Reservation transfer fee?
There is a minor fee associated with transferring a holosuite reservation. It's just enough to cover my administrative costs. 10,000 gold press latinum. Payable immediately.
What? That's outrageous.
Ooh, I can see you're a tough negotiator. And you do have a paid reservation. I'll make you a deal to speed things up so you can go save Captain Proton or whatever it is you need the holosuite for. 2,000 gold pressed latinum. I'm losing money here, but I'll do it for you.
Are you insane?
You're killing me here. All right, I'll give you the friends and family discount, but you owe me one, and I have every intention of collecting. 100 gold pressed latinum. Final offer. I suggest you take it.
Fine. 100 sounds reasonable. Here you go.
Pleasure doing business with you. Enjoy yourself. Drop by any time you're on DS9.
Thanks for your help. My ship is running like new again. You have an excellent crew.
You're welcome, Captain Sean. Ambassador?
Greetings.
I was able to get a reservation for a holosuite for you. Please enjoy.
Wonderful. Most of the holotechnology on Defera is used for training or utilitarian purposes, so I don't have many chances to use a holosuite for entertainment. Thank you for your assistance. I hope you didn't go through too much trouble on my account.
I'm sure it will all equal out in the balance. Oh, nice and easy. Now I need to go find the conference speaker. Wonder if he's going to be in here in the temple. I guess. Yes, he is. Ah. The prophets. They are a demandful burden. Admiral Zev, Glash Terem.
My apologies, both to you and Commander Andrews. It's not often that I get some time to myself these days. Captain Kurland offered me the use of his office, but I came here instead for some peace and quiet. Peace. It's in far too short of supply these days.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
I've been in Starfleet for a long time. I've seen more battles than I care to remember. But this one, there's no reasoning with the Borg. There's no chance for a non-violent solution. I only hope that we can unite before they come for us.
Yes.
No one is safe.
No. Nobody indeed. Nobody is safe at all. Come on. It's time we went to the conference. Conference room.
Welcome, everyone. I'm so pleased that you all agreed to join us here today. As many of you are all too aware, the Borg attacks are increasing. If they are left unchecked, Starfleet predicts that the entire Alpha Quadrant could fall within 3 years. We all must work together to push these invaders out of our space and protect our homes and families.
I do not agree. My empire will stand, with or without your assistance. The Klingon Empire has never been stronger than it is right now. I dare the Borg to challenge us. Starfleet may cower in fear before a bunch of machines, but we do not.
If the Borg assimilate everyone in this quadrant, the might of the Klingon Empire will
he hopes we are all so crippled by our efforts to stop the Borg, we will be no match for a battle-hardened Klingon fleet. I do not want to be assimilated, but I don't want to be a servant to the Klingon Empire either.
Respect a fool.
The Deferi believe that all things must be in balance. We cannot counter the Borg threat if we ourselves are counter to one another. The Deferi do not wish to act against any of you. Therefore, should this meeting not reach a consensus, our best course of action is to not act at all.
Starfleet will do what it must to protect the Federation. However, if you want our assistance, you need to be willing to protect yourselves and contribute to this campaign. The Borg will be stronger if any of your civilizations are assimilated. Starfleet's hard at work developing new technology and tactics. We, at least, will be ready. And if we can't cooperate, I hope you don't suffer. And that we develop new weapons in time.
This is getting us nowhere. We came together in the spirit of cooperation. We need to find common ground. Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Captain Sean, the Federation cannot afford to give the Borg a foothold in the Alpha Quadrant.
Starfleet will do everything we can to protect the Federation and its allies. However, there are too many drains on our resources and a limited number of ships and officers. It may be simply unfeasible for us to sign on to be the protector of the entire Alpha Quadrant. Besides, we need to consider the Prime Directive. There are limits to what we can do.
I thought mutual protection was one of the tenets on which the Federation was founded.
Under dire circumstances, Starfleet may be forced to pull back from protecting all life to a position where we can defend only the core worlds. I hope it doesn't come to that. If it does, however, the needs of the many must outweigh the needs of the few.
The Borg are a bigger threat than any one of us can handle on our own. We need to work together.
Starfleet recognizes the Borg threaten all life in the Alpha Quadrant. We've lost too much already. We cannot lose anymore. Eventually, we'll all need to put our differences aside and unite in opposition to the Borg or anyone else who sows chaos and destruction. We'll put an end to this together.
Okay, calm down now, Sean. Calm down.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Ambassador Garrick, Cardassia will be weakened if your government does not participate in this accord.
Cardassia Prime is still rebuilding from the Dominion War. We've achieved a great deal, but there is still much more to do. The continued threat of the true way makes progress difficult. Simply put, draining Cardassia's limited resources to fight the Borg will be a hard sell to the Detapa Council.
What about your people, though? What will happen to them if the Borg invade Cardassia Prime?
We will protect our homeworld until the very end. Never think otherwise. Believe me, we understand the threat of the Borg. We just don't have the resources of the Federation or the Klingons. Even the Republic is in a better state in that regard. Defending Cardassia is not only our first option, it is our only viable option.
Garrick, without the help of the Cardassians, we will all be looking for new homes. And even those will not be safe from the Borg.
There is a certain wisdom in forming a unified force here. And Cardassia has other assets to lend to the effort besides brute force. Intelligence gathering, for example. Now, I just need to convince the Detapa Council, which is far easier said than done. I might have better luck fighting a Borg cube by myself.
Well, you're very good, Garrick. I'm sure you can handle it.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Ambassador Sura, balance can only be preserved with the help of the Deferi.
Maintaining balance with all things must be our primary concern.
This isn't about balance. This is about stopping the Borg before they assimilate our worlds.
My world is one of those at risk, but I cannot reject balance, even to save my home and people. The universe uses conflict to restore the balance when we move too far out of equilibrium. The Borg advance, as painful as it may be, is simply another adjustment.
But the Borg do not seek balance. Instead of incorporating a person into the collective, they dominate, wiping away any trace of who the person once was. This furthers the imbalance, doesn't create it or adjust it.
It is one thing to choose to swim upstream against the current. It is quite another to drain the river because it is flowing in the wrong direction. The Borg do not respect the balance. We will offer what support we can to your fight.
Thank you, Ambassador Sura.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Yes, we'll have to leave the hardest till last. Ambassador Stas, the Klingon Empire would be foolish to ignore this fight.
Be careful. You are dangerously close to insulting the honor of the Klingon Empire.
You talk about honor. Doesn't your honor require you to fight with all your strength against an enemy like the Borg?
Do not presume to know what our honor demands. The Empire's pursuit of honor does not mean we are compelled to fight other people's battles.
Oh, really? Is it honorable to hold back your full strength in a fight?
Full strength? Ha! The might of the Klingon Empire can stand against the entire galaxy. Let them come.
As an empire, you are strong. But is the Quadrant strong without you? The Borg won't take sides. They oppress everyone.
What does the Empire gain by fighting at your side? We do not need to be hamstrung by your weakness, or to put your needs above our own.
Not putting my needs above our own, or your own, or whoever's needs. Our needs are shared. If any single planet falls to the Borg, it'll only make the Borg stronger. That's how their assimilation works. We lose that planet, they gain the planet. They don't have to spend resources garrisoning it, holding it against a possible retake. They just assimilate it. It's gone from us. Gone forever.
Ha! Starfleet won't survive without our assistance. It is good, then, that we see the merit in fighting at your side in this instance. It would not be honorable for us to reserve our strength while others go out to fight. That is a trick worthy of a Romulan.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a quick recess to cool off. And that's funny, I don't remember anyone being scheduled to fly through the wormhole today.
There's something coming out of the wormhole. Captain, it's a Dominion fleet. They're charging weapons. Red alert!
Jem'Hadar boarding the station. Get the delegates out of here.
We have to get out of here!
It is time to leave.
Evac Protocol Alpha. Andrews, get everyone to shuttles. Prep the Defiant for launch. Blast it! The Jem'Hadar have cut off access to ops. Karen, you'll need to coordinate the evacuation. We'll get the delegates to the docking ring, and then I'll try to join you in ops.
Ambassador, he didn't make it. Okay, come on. Weapons up. Let's get to the promenade. That includes you, Garrick. We need to get you out of here. Keep close. Take these items. More weapons. Check and clear down here. Okay, we're safe for the moment. Lud to Tempest. Lud to Tempest. Come in, Tempest. No, no good. They've blocked off communications. Can only hope the Tempest is close enough to respond. And it's now sufficiently shook down enough to be of some good. Stay close. Tonal distortion here? Now? Let's deal with it quick. Cover me, Stas. This could be important. 4 and 9 is 13, so 2. 7 and 5 is 12, so B is 3. 8 and 1 is 9, so C is 6. There's a message here from Farah. She gathered intel from Deep Space Nine about a species called the Vorgons. The Vorgons have experience with time travel. Looks like the Nakul are interested in recruiting them to their cause. Right, I'm gonna copy this data out. Copy and purging. Nice science kit. Okay, I'm gonna equip that. Because compared to what I've got, it'll really help. Okay. All ready to move out? Let's move. Any weapons behind that? No. Come on. Station's falling apart. Check the temple, make sure nobody's trapped in there. Anybody? No. They left the orb. But I doubt the Dominion will be interested in the orb. Let's move on. Box locked the bar up tight. Good, good, good. Fire is so handy for that sort of thing. Think about grabbing y'all some of that if you can. What, the display models only? What use is that? Who keeps weapons with no power packs? Oh, of course, the ones with all the power packs active are locked up behind a doorway. You're here, let's check our sticks. We head down into the... The last thing we want is to be pincered. You're clear? Take this white, that way they don't have it. Captain, we need you back on the ship. We'll all position here as long as we can. The Jemadar fleet's approaching the station. Good. Good, Commander Tarsi. Oh, well done you. Let's get on board. Well, let's show them what this ship can really do. Load for bear. Let's go. Darcy, it's time for our party trip. Engage source of separation. did it, sir. There's a hole in the Jem'Hadar front line. I'm coordinating their shuttles to set a course to make their escape, but we'll need to protect them. Yep. Let's get this escort. Warm up.
Ship is under attack.
Get the Belfast.
Right shield failing.
Your Parker's ready. Hey, who's next for a rescue? It's the Fletcher. And now to the Finder. Engage the photonic fleet. Come on, Tarsi, bring that saucer in. We need the firepower.
Captain Caroland! Good to know that you and the delegates are safe. Jem'Hadar have stormed the station and we're losing critical areas. The Defiant has launched and I've evacuated everyone possible, but a few of us stayed to...
Andrews? Andrews! Someone, answer me! What's going on?
Captain, my name is Loris, and I represent the Dominion. This station, and all remaining souls on it, are now under our control.
Captain, there's nothing more we can do but see our guests to safety. We're in contact with Starfleet and they would like us to report to Bajor. Planning for a counter-offensive is underway. But for today, the station belongs to Jem'Hadar. It's our duty to ensure that Bajor does not fall as well. Okay, bring the saucer back in. Nicely done, nicely docked, Tarsi. Alright, let's all head to Bajor. Keep close, we'll cover you all. We will regroup, recover, and retake what is ours. The fleet is retreating to Bajor space to protect the planet in case the Jem'Hadar decide to push their advantage. Captain Kurland is in contact with Starfleet Command, and we will be routing. Captain Kurland is in contact with Starfleet Command, and we will be routing all available ships to this region. We defeated them once. We can do it again. Let's see what we get in terms of rewards. What kind of weapon do we want? Do we want a full auto rifle? Or do we want the beam pistol? Kind of a cone versus intense, isn't it? Let's go for the pistol. Actually, no, let's go for the rifle because it's part of a set. And there, we will leave it for today. We got a new ship. Because we don't trust those Section 31 people. We started a conference to deal with the Borg and the Dominion invade. That's not good. But from myself and everybody else on the Tempest Red Room, in orbit here of Bajor, I want to thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please do hit like, and if you're not already subscribed, please hit subscribe. Let me know you care. But we'd all like to thank you for watching. But we hope to see you next time for more in the exciting temporal adventures of Lobsang Blood. Live long and prosper.